Man, there is not much filming going on this morning. I am in agony. I really hope I can get through this. I'm just before Windy Gyle. I've got quite a long way to go.
Hang on. How and why do I find myself in the middle of nowhere near the Scottish borderlands all alone? I think it might be time for me to tell you a little bit of my backstory. My name's Connor and I grew up in the south of England with my older brother Tom. We were both really lucky to have a great family and enjoyed doing what most young lads do. I skated, played video games, got into fishing and did the usual questionable antics. And had even more questionable haircuts. Although, I don't think it was until my first trip away into the Welsh mountains led by a great teacher and mentor that I found my path. Something stirred in me. I knew I needed more. Fast forward 10 years and thousands of miles spent on trails around the UK. The next step was something I've wanted to know for a long time now. Can I go alone? So, why this trail? Being the oldest of 16 national trails in the UK and one of the longest at 268 miles, the Pennine Way offers some of the best wilderness still left here in England today. Following the rocky spine from Edale in the Peak District, northbound on the Pennines through 9 counties, multiple national parks and finishing just over the Scottish borderlines in Kirkby Thom. I hope this might give some insight into what it's like to experience this much time by yourself and the daily challenges of trying to hike 25 miles per day for weeks on end.
Well, it's the official start of the Pennine Way. As you can see, I have company. Unplanned at the beginning, but I'm super excited to be starting with my cousin Danny.
Hello, brother.
Just stayed at his place the last couple of nights to get myself ready, get all the food supplies in. And we're just starting a nice steady day up to Kinder Scout now from Edale.
Hi, Mom.
Weather's a bit bleak right now, but we're hoping the clouds lift by the time we get to the top of Kinder. And then we got a nice day over to Crowden. Danny's going to be leaving me there, and then I'll probably just hike on for a mile or two and find a camping spot. Good, nice bit of tack.
I knew I shouldn't have worn wax socks today. Stay at that. They can get chucked. Hey mate, you right?
Taxi.
See you later.
Take care of yourself. Enjoy.
Good evening. You might notice something, but I am very much alone.
Well, I think I found the spot for tonight. I just decided to keep walking for a bit and ended up uphill. It was a nice, saw a flat bit in the contours and I thought there's a nice little spot here in the flat on the grass because there's so much heather here, it's ridiculous. You can barely really find a place to put your canvas down. There's a nice spot here on the top. It's got shelter behind a rock from where the winds will probably start rushing up the valley tonight. I might eat my words, thinking that it's the perfect spot, but all you can do is try.
Good morning. I'm underway again. I just managed to startle about 6 grouse. I don't know who was more scared, me or them. Just leaving this nice little valley patch. Didn't have many signal last night. I'm hoping when I take this big climb on ahead of me that I'll be able to make contact. I think I might get some rain this morning, so I don't really know how much my camera will be out. I've got the GoPro obviously if I want to film some key bits.
This is Black Hill. It's where a lot of moor fires were a few years ago, but I can't see nothing. What a day. Just don't get lost, big man. That's the longest stretch I've ever done on the trail. Just shy of 30. I think it's coming out at 29.5. But I wanted this camping spot, so here it is. Today's been a bit of a mental battle for me. Physical one, obviously, but I'm pretty sure I know what I'm capable of. Did 29.7, which is just ridiculous because I really want to break a 30 on this trail. But you can't pass up opportunities to stay in the right places, you know. I was just about to take a dip into a valley and then go back up again, so there's probably going to be like 3 or 4 miles where there's no camping opportunities anyway. I've just waited till sunset to get the camping spot sorted as well because I'm amongst farmland, as you can probably see. I'm just making it work. Probably try and have some dinner. Just chatted on the phone to Liv for about an hour, which has been really nice because, I don't know, days without any social, it's a new thing to me. I like spending time alone, but when you're out in the unknown, you got no signal or whatever and you're doing a few passes, weather's bad, I don't know, you're just stuck in there. There's nothing left but you. None of the distractions of YouTube and Instagram and all that. That's why I wanted to do it though. I just imagine picking something a little bit easier for your first go, but that's just not the way I'm going to do things, is it? That was definitely a better night's sleep. If I'm feeling proper, I could get to the Yorkshire Dales today. But I don't know. I really don't want to kill my body this early on. We'll just see how I'm feeling. It's about 25 miles before the town Gargrave that is right before the Dales starts, and that'd be like a resupply before I get in there. So if I'm getting as far as there, I mean I'd probably have to do like 27, 28 to try and find a camp spot.
And that little body patch there, that's about the only trace I'm planning on leaving this trail. Let's have a bloody good day. I'm not quite sure my teenage self would agree with this, but I would say that early mornings has got to be the best time of day. There's everything up along with me. The early birds, the kestrels are out. I'm seeing so many deer, rabbits. It's so good. There's even like some mini cloud inversions going on over Hebden Bridge behind me. It looks like there's some lovely mist descending on all of rivers and canals. It just all looks absolutely perfect. Look at this little guy. Look at him. He's so cute. These bits, man, it's just left and right, nothing but miles and miles of heather and tall grass, and just not much to see, especially when it's cloudy. It's kind of just that put music on, stick your head to the floor and try and pound some miles. I am now crossing over to the Yorkshire Dales National Park. Should be in there for a few days. I'm going to try and take it easy through there and enjoy the scenery. This is very exciting. I'm just starting to see what I think is called Malham Cove. It's just these lovely, it's like these big cave walls and big stone features everywhere. It just looks like such a lovely bit of landscape, and I get to climb up out of there once I've finished having a beer in Malham. We've just managed to make it to Malham for midday. I've got quite a few miles to get to the next section, but I want to get to Horton and Hibbersdale. I've actually managed to get a campsite tonight for £7 because it literally lands right where I'd want to be camping, so I don't really want to wild camp in the middle of a village. The reason I'm doing it is because I want to give myself a decent morning tomorrow and then arrive in Hawes to watch the United game at 12:30 and just see if I can get any miles out of there afterwards. And then I think by Sunday
Or Sunday morning I might be out for the Yorkshire Dales. We'll see.
Who are the psychos building walls up these things, man? Today is a Saturday. I have a ridiculous sharp pain going on above my left ankle. I don't know what's going on there. I'm really hoping that I get a couple miles down the road. I got a paracetamol. Hopefully that'll kick in. And also just the idea of my legs just kind of getting warmed up a little bit. Hopefully the pain will subside, but right now it's agony. But today the plan is still to get to Hawes to watch the football match. I've just left this little hiker village here. It's really busy for hikers because it's where people are doing the Free Peaks Challenge in the Yorkshire Dales, and it's like a real central spot and big campsite. I'm the only one on the Pennine Way. Let's keep going. According to my maps, if I take one more step, that would be 100 miles, making it the furthest I've ever walked on a trail in a single stretch. Just 168 to go. You know, usually when you see me at stone stacks like this, it's because I'm at the top of a peak, a hill, a mountain, and I'm usually pretty short for words because of, you know, I'm just climbing. I mean, today it's been 2,000 feet, so I'm usually using this as my little moment to relax because I'm at the top. But I just passed over 100 miles, and it's now the furthest I've ever gone on a trail, and I ache. I've got swollen left ankle. I might try and get a bag of peas on it today. I'll get down to Hawes and see what's happening. But you know, I just can't help but feeling happy right now because, I don't know, it's just the first time in my life I've ever really felt proud of myself, you know. Just leaving Hawes. I've got my foot strapped up right now, my left ankle in fact, and I'm hiking a few miles out to a place called Hardraw and just see how I feel. I got a pack full of gear right now. Yeah, I'll just see how I'm going. There's no way I'm going to hit the next incline today. I'm just going to target it tomorrow, rest up early, and basically see how I feel. If I try and get a load of miles in tomorrow and then the following day,
and then I'll be eventually hitting my midpoint in Middleton and Teesside. Oh fuck me, I can't get through this. I'm gonna try and take it easy today because I'm still feeling this ankle in. I've got a pressure bandage on it now, so it feels a lot better. I'm going to go up Great Shanna Fell. We've got about a 15-mile day. Great Shanna Fell, it's about 2,500 feet, not horrendous, and I think it's quite a nice slow gradient all the way up. And then apparently there's this one of the highest pubs in the country called Tan Hill, and I'm obviously going to try and check it out, and then try and find a camping spot beyond there. I've got to say, these things are getting pretty boring. But you didn't think you'd see that. I guess I've been getting far too lucky with the weather the last couple of days. It's just starting to blast it now. Oh, at least it's warm. I can't complain, man. Ooh, nearly fell. I think I fancy going down there. Just keep tracking. Good morning. Man, is it a cold one today. I can't see nothing, and the wind chill is quite strong. Just got my only friends this morning is some red grouse. And I've just left the Yorkshire Dales National Park, and I've got to say that's one of the funnest sections I've done so far. I've got 17 miles today to make it to Middleton, and that is going to signify the midpoint for me. And I'm going to get a B&B and have a shower. Really stop for lunch. There we go. This right here
is on the middle of a farm road. Unbelievable. That's my home tonight. Over halfway, baby. Hold up, that feels good. Tell you what's gonna feel better. Good morning, everyone. Today could be a very good day. You always know that the weather's going to be alright. I've got my hat and my sunny's out ready for the day. It's just gone 8 o'clock and I've got about 16-17 miles gentle incline I think today. I'm mostly following up a river all morning. I'm hopefully going to see some waterfalls, and I'm actually going to be trying to camp at high elevation, so I just really hope that goes well. I think I've planned everything out as well as I can with the weather forecast, wind direction for the location. You'll see why I want to be there hopefully when we get there. I've got a nice full bag full of food. We've got a couple of beers for tonight. I just really hope today's a great day. That's a lot of water. Just sorting out my water for the last time, and I think is going to be about a day, because I'm just about to hit some of the highest fells of the trip. And I need to make sure I've got some water for that, the climbs, and to be able to cook tonight and hopefully make a coffee in the morning. Man alive, what an insane location. This was gonna be my little secret of where I'm camping tonight, but it's only 2:15 and I've had such a spring in my step today. I don't know what it is, but my ankle's been feeling fine. The scenery has been beautiful, and I was thinking, oh, there's no way I'm going to get good coverage today because I'm just enjoying it so much. But then I looked down at my maps and on the mileage, and I've pumped out 16 miles already today. But I don't even feel ready to stop. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take on the highest point of the trail this afternoon instead. Just made it to the highest point on trail. I think maybe I was a whack job for thinking I might be able to camp here tonight. It's really windy, and I'm looking on the Met Office tonight and the wind chill is going to be about 2 degrees. I don't know, I've got 2 hours till sunset now, and probably about 4 or 5 hours to a town, so this could get interesting. For fuck's sake. I think the wind will die down as the sun's setting. That's a big fingers crossed. Really don't enjoy being in these sorts of situations on my own. That is a fact. I'll just try and have a couple of beers now, and hopefully I'll get a nice sunset that can
give me a little bit of a morale boost. Just try and breathe, put my headphones in, fall asleep tonight. It's just, yeah. This tent's never really given me a reason not to trust it in the wind, but it's just a worry. The noise just gets to me. It stops me from sleeping, rattling around. Here's the 25 miles. Good morning. It's just gone 6 o'clock and I'm packing up. So much for a sunrise, hey? I didn't sleep great last night, as you'd expect up here, and it was pretty chilly. Managed to stay toasty in my bag though. It's always nice when you make it back down below the clouds. Temperature's totally different, wind drops. You don't feel as damp, and yeah, it helps that all the rays of light and all that stuff, they just look beautiful. Hopefully today is a bloody good one. Let's go. Why do they always crowd the gates? Jesus. Oh my god.
Might as well show that I've walked somewhere. The rest of it is just been like
Yeah, but people seem to be really sort of down with the walkers. Like, with campsites are all like, "Oh, Pennine walkers welcome." Like, just turn up and they're all.
if you're not.
In a shed. Nah, you'd be closed off. You'd be fine.
Good morning. I've just jumped back on trail. I met a couple of lads on the second half of yesterday. I walked with a kiddie called James the most of the day. Shedding layers already. We got to Greenhead, totaling my mileage yesterday to over 27. We got a nice few beers, and then ended up actually getting a bunkhouse last night with them. I'm now entering Northumberland National Park. Get up there! And now I can crack on to Bellingham, but my feet feel awful. So let's see how we get on. That's not a nice sight first thing in the morning. The views of the top of this thing, as usual, bloody stunning. Oh well. Breakfast. Wow, this is cool. I'm here by, this is Hadrian's Wall now. It's very cool. I think I get to follow it along for a bit, which is really nice. Hadrian's Wall. Look at it go. It just bends in this steep landscape all the way through. I'm now hitting the 200-mile mark on trail. I love that it's in such a cool place as walking along Hadrian's Wall. That's really cool. I've now doubled the longest trail that I've done up until now. my feet definitely know about it, but it's been up there with the best experiences of my life, for sure. Just stopping for an extremely average lunch, and I'm finally getting to dry out my tent while I sit here and chill. Man, these last 10 or so miles have been a real struggle. I'm getting there, nearly at Bellingham. I'm just sitting on a stile right now, just because my feet are just not. They just don't want to move today, man. I had a good morning's innings doing Hadrian's Wall. Maybe that's what's done me in, but I don't think I'm going to bother getting up too early tomorrow. I haven't got a crazy one to Bearness. I could take it easy in the morning, get up there, and then it's another big one to try and push towards the finish. The saddest sound of the morning. Man alive, can I feel the weight today? I've got 2 litres on board. I've got 2 dinners, 2 lunches, all my cereal bars, and I'm also carrying 3 beers. It's definitely the heaviest my pack's been. They always say, like, after you've been on trail, your backpack kind of disappears, which is kind of true, but not when you load up this amount of stuff. But that's it now. No more shops till the finish line. Up the Cheviot Hills after Bearness. I've been speaking to James, the kiddie I've met a couple of days ago. Shared half of the day with him. Had a few beers. He was messaging me this morning. He informs me that there's actually a couple of mountain huts up there. There's one called like the Yearning something near Lamb Hill, believe it or not. And I might actually try and get there today, which will give me a slightly easier day tomorrow. If I can get up there tonight, that would be unbelievable. But I'm just going to listen to my body, see how I feel, and get there at some point today. Find the trail. Just picked up my last water before taking on the Cheviots. That's what I've decided to do. I was going to stay here, but it's 3:15 now, and I can pump it for another 8 to 9 miles to a mountain hut, hopefully, and that will give me a slightly better day tomorrow, is the idea. And hopefully be able to finish the trail on a Saturday afternoon and have a nice beer. Yeah, hopefully the mountain hut's not full of people tonight, but it is what it is. I don't mind sleeping on the floor. I'm just having a relax. Oh my god, man, there it is. I tell you what, the second half of this day I have not felt good. Alright, looks like I've got this place to myself. That was crazy, man. I honestly don't know how I got through that. There's like some weird splintery feeling up my heel now on my left foot. It's causing me some muscle pain as well. I think it's just because of, days and days of walking funny because you've got other issues. I'm just so grateful to be able to rest in a hut now. It's really dingy in here though, it's quite funny.
He's left matches in here, so should take advantage of them and open another beer. Morning, guys. Survived it in this refuge hut. I think the winds are over 40 mile an hour right now. I'm glad I didn't pitch a tent, that's for sure. Just made a coffee, and then I'm going to take on Lamb Hill and then carry on with the rest of the Cheviots. I think I'll do alright today. It's 7:30 now. I'll try and get underway by about 8. Give myself a good start. Just see how my legs are going to be feeling, but you know, I've got to make it down to Kirky Farm today and finish the trail. What a crazy feeling. I feel like I've been on there forever, you know, even though I've done it quicker than most. As you can see right now, I'm about here. I'm yay close to Lamb Hill. If I go all the way out, you can see I've got an option to disappear off here for a few miles and take on the Cheviot itself, and then come back down into Scotland. But you can see how far I have come. It's quite something. It's definitely the longest trail I've ever done.
Man, there is not much filming going on this morning. I am in agony. I really hope I can get through this. I'm just before Windy Gyle. I've got quite a long way to go still. I'm literally not even 2 hours into the day, and I've got this shooting pain going up that fucking tendon on the back of your heel. I've tried to loosen off my shoe so it's not like digging in to the heel part of my shoe, but I'm honestly really not sure how to do it. I've had sections where I've decided to run downhill because it actually hurts less. I think that's because my toes are at the front of my shoe, maybe. I'm really not sure. I've just got to try and pump this out. Such a shame. I wanted to finish this as like a jolly little last 20 miles or something, you know? It wouldn't be last day on trail if I wasn't getting absolutely blasted. I think I'm starting to finally lose my mind. What I need a change of scenery. Need a new life.
I wanted to come up with some elaborate speech to taper off this adventure with and try to cement with you how it feels to achieve this goal all on my own. And then I stumbled across a final clip I'd forgotten I recorded heading down into the Scottish village, so I'm just going to let that play. You'll have to bear with me as I was a bit bewildered and emotional in that moment.
Well, I'm down out of the Cheviots. I'm in Scotland. It's 268 miles done. I honestly can't believe it. I've pushed through everything. Fear, injury, doubt, worries, and here I am, I've achieved it. Just doesn't feel real right now. I'd say it's probably one of the greatest achievements of my life so far. I know it might seem small to some people, but going at this alone, just me and my backpack, it's been quite something, it really has. It's probably one of the first times I've ever been proud of myself. And I really am.